Saturday, it's August 23rd. What does that mean? It means it's another game day. That's right, up the Tigers, come on the Tigers, yeah, it's game day. The visitors this time are Blackburn Rovers. Another obscure kickoff time. I say obscure because this is the third game so far in the EFL Championship, and we've yet to have a 3 p.m. kickoff. This is another lunchtime kickoff. It's 12:30. Like we say, Blackburn Rovers are in town. The last time this happened last season, we went, because of course we're season ticket holders, Tim Walter ball, that era came to an end, thank fuck. That happened, I think it was a couple of games before, that was right. It was after the Sheff Wednesday game where we lost 1-0 at home. In came the Jeff A. Ruben Schellers. His reign didn't last long, did it? Last till the end of the season. Anyway, he's struggling now at Sheffield, because Sheffield is neither blue nor red, it's brown, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, the Jeffy came in, I think his first game was a 3-1 beaten away at Middlesbrough. And then there was this game, Blackburn. I mean, Gonzo was here, wasn't you, mate? Give us a claw. Gonzo was here looking after the ranch. He was playing FM. I'd just come back from a whistle-stop tour to Italy. Yeah, we'd been to meet up in person again with Stefano and Professor Paul. We went to the San Siro. We went to the Giuseppe Mazza. We saw AC Milan score 6 in a Coppa Italia game, and that was just an awesome experience. Bucket list ticked off the San Siro. And then the next day, Professor Paul took me on a historical tour with a few cheeky drinks in a football themed pub. And the day after that, I went to Rome on a bullet train, which was going over 300 miles an hour. And I went to the Stadio Olimpico to watch Lazio Napoli, that's right, that was in the Coppa Italia, fucking awesome experience. And on the Saturday, in the fucking pissing down rain, first home game where Ruben Sellers was unveiled, lost 1-0. It was cool though, because I recall it was a deflected goal from, it was credited to Sean McLaughlin to Macca. It was only 1-0. The lineup that day, just out of curiosity, well, your curiosity as much as mine, it was Pandora in goal. It was a back three of Macca, Johnny Hughes and Louis Coyle, captain. Technically it was what was that then? Yeah, so technically it's a 3-4-3, but the midfield, we're classing Ryan Giles as a sort of left winger. Reggie Slater was in that midfield, along with Casey Palmer, ex-Coventry City, and Gustavo Puerta. I did see this morning, by the way, on X, that Bayer Leverkusen were posting, both in German and in English, about Gustavo Puerta, because, of course, due to the bureaucracy of this imposed transfer ban, he's had to go back. Because again, yeah, let's not get into the politics of it too much now, but the top line is the TLDR, the helicopter view, is that all that nonsense of us being caught with our pants down, or Asian being caught with his pants down, whether or not it was entitled to or not, fucking hell, he owns the club, it's his money, technically he can do what the fuck he wants with it. He's earned that money the right way, and that's how we should laud business people for doing that, by the way. Yeah, due to the fact that the EFL started snooping around our books and went, whoa, you can't have anyone else coming in until we sign it off. And unfortunately, Gustavo Puerta was caught in that crossfire, so he's had to go back to Bayer Leverkusen, who then have just put him straight in the transfer market. So yeah, I suppose at one point we were gonna flip him. I'll flip you. That's a reference to an unusual suspects. Not that the Taftman 10's going to get that, because he doesn't watch any movies. Ryan Longman, Abu Kamara, and Chris Beddier. Remember him? Chris Beddier, tall black guy, striker that came in from... Did he come in from Union Berlin? I'm pretty sure he did. Anyway, yeah, so we lost 1-0. And then when we went away, which was around about the holiday time, was it just before, just after Christmas? Just after Christmas, just before the New Year's Eve. We went to Blackburn, didn't we? And we won 1-0. Ryan Longman scored. Again, that's another name, and a blast from the past. Ryan Longman scored a goal, and the team that day, Panda at the back was Burstow. Some Burstos. All names, aren't there, from the Tim Walter era. Burstow, Cody Drammer, Matty Jacobs, Alfie Jones, who's now at Middlesbrough, and Macca. The midfield was João Pedro Galvo, can't remember much about him actually. Xavier Simons, who came from Chelsea on loan originally. Reggie Regan Slater, Gustavo Puerta, and Abu Kamara apparently was listed as a forward. That's fascinating. So that's the historical head-to-head from last season. 1 win away, 1 loss at home under The same manager, by the way. Yeah, then he was let go, wasn't he? And in's come Sergej Jakirovic, the Yugoslavian war veteran, the Croatian, the guy that once managed Dinamo Zagreb. At time of recording, the team sheet has not been listed for today, although knowing my luck, it'll be out now, and I missed it in the crossfire. I'll see it when I'm walking to the ground. But based off the previous game, which was that 3-2 fucking exciting adrenaline pump win where Ollie McBurn scored in the dying embers of the game. He scored in the 95th minute when there was 7 minutes of extra time. Thank you, referee, and thank you to Oxford. Thank you to Big Shonny, Big James, and his... In fact, apparently he came all the way from Oxford to watch that game. It's a games industry contact of mine. Sega. Well, he's not there anymore, is he? Anyway, yeah, he came to watch that game. So, based on that team lineup, I'm going to suggest it's Pandor in goal, Cody Drama, John Egan, Hughes at the back, along with Gilo. The midfield, because it's almost shaping up like a gegenpressing 4-2-3-1. He got John Lundstrom, who was fucking immense alongside Matty Crooks. Although Matty Crooks, proof that not all superheroes wear capes. He's going to be out for a few weeks with a swollen ankle. Joe Gelhardt was, well, he scored, didn't he, within the first 2 minutes with that blazing run down the right-hand side, cutting in on his left foot and scoring. Casey Palmer will be in the middle. I'd like to see this Joel Ndala again because he's exciting. Yeah, he did make some mistakes, but when he's right, he's confident, he's on the ball, and he'll keep learning and progressing because he's, only 19. And then Ollie McBurney up front. I did also read on X that the bench is going to be a bit light because of the injury to Matt Crooks, and apparently one of the new guys, Akin Famiwo, he's also out injured, means the youngsters are going to come in to cover the centre midfield and the centre-backs position. So we could be seeing the likes of Cathal McCarthy, Stan Ashby, he's got a bright future, right, son of Ian, Harry Vaughan with those golden Robin of Locksley, Locks, and Aidan Shehu. We could be seeing those boys. And I'd like to see, if we can please, a little look at Enis Destan. Because it's destiny that he's joined us. He came in from Turkey. He came in from Trabzonspor as a striker that last season, did he score? I think he scored a few times. He's been playing the Superliga again. Four leagues in Turkey. Yeah, he can score. But I think he scored like 3 in 30-odd games. So that's put us all in perspective. It's a home game. It's a Saturday. It's a lunchtime kickoff. It's Blackburn Rovers. Just a side note on that, and I might put some graphics up on screen. The last time they came, I'd flown into Manchester. I was getting a train back to Hull to go and watch that was a 3 p.m. kickoff as well on a Saturday. And there was a gaggle of Blackburn Rovers fans on the train, the same carriage as me. Raucous as fuck. Funny though, good bants. Lots of Budweiser being consumed. And a big flag. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a Mali flag, because it had a star in the middle. I might have to put an overlay up to validate what it was. Anyway, it was a national flag of an African country because one of their star players was from there. Might have been Cameroon, might have been Ghana. Anyway, it was just like, they had it in the window, right? So every time it pulled into a platform, it would rubberneck. It would call this rubbernecking effect from people who'd be like, what's that? So yeah, solid. They were solid. And of course, smash and grab, it was an own goal, Hull lost 1-0. And the best thing, because it was pissing down with rain, the PA announcer at the end said, right, apparently all the trains have been cancelled. You're going to have to get a bus. Or there was one train. One night. There's only one train to get back to Blackburn because of the weather conditions. So it's like, you have to take some solace, don't you, as a home fan, when you've been done 1-0 due to an own goal. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna walk to the ground, so you'll see the same scenery that you see every time I do a matchday vlog. I'll try and mix it up a bit. We might have time for a quick drink on the way in the avenues. If not, you'll pick up with me in the ground where we'll go and meet Nigel, won't we? But it's not called Nigel, is he? He's called Charlie. And we'll have to see who sits next to us, because again, the other day, the first home game of the season, there was a scramble to get tickets. So we'll see who ends up next to us. And by the way, just before I forget, late last night, supporting the Taftman 10 on his stream. You're probably familiar with how Twitch works, right? You can end up raiding people, which the Taft did. We end up with a bunch of guys that when it sort of pops up on the screen after the raid goes through the transition, the guy was wearing a United. That's for you, Josh Bosch, Daz. He was wearing a United shirt. and they were playing Rocket League. So it's like, well done, tough man. This is fucking brilliant. Anyway, I got chatting to them. They were really funny, really funny. There was some bants going back and forth. Hull City season pass came out, and we ended up putting a bet together, right? So the bet, which is on our X, if you go to German Footy Spot, you'll see it as a pinned post. If Hull City stay up in the Championship, which is anyway, we'll come to that. I spoiled the punchline, really. If Hull City stay in the Championship, this XX Jamio's got to buy a Hull City shirt, and the name on the back's still TBD. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Although if Hull City go down, I have to buy a United shirt with 69 Van Hasselbank on the back, as in Nigel Van Hasselbank. Anyway, yeah, it was late at night with a few drinks consumed. So hopefully those guys come on board. And also, they've invited me into a draft for Football Manager next weekend. And as you know from watching our streams, fucking I'm shite at playing Football Manager. But that should be fun. Anyway, so there's a wager there. So weirdly, you know, you can't go into every Hull City game hoping that they lose.
Oh, clap that in.
Just so that some other guy can
love
go out and
that.
buy a United shirt when you can buy it from DHgate anyway. And that's what I intend to do if they go down, which they won't go down because Sergei Jakirovic is going to fucking make us finish in the top 6. Innie Tigers fans. Right, let's roar like fuck and get to the MKM, maybe with a drink on the way. Up the Tigers, up the Tigers.
Feels a bit busier, even though it's a lunchtime kickoff. In fact, I just had I say conversation. It felt like I ambushed him. A couple of guys that live on the street that were going through the team sheet, but they must have been a good 50 yards in front of me, and I could hear it. And I've been worried that my hearing's gone downhill over the last few years. It's probably though because I don't wear my cans. I'm not wearing my headphones every day anymore because I just sit in front of those $29.99 pair of speakers. Goodbye that, by the way. I have to put a link on the screen again. Not a sponsored video. Not a sponsored video. Fuck, imagine if it was. I could make a fortune. All these little plugs. Alas, we haven't really got time for a drink on the way. You know what that means, don't you? That means post game. Is it cider time? Is it 1 or is it 2? Alan, you'd be happy with 2, wouldn't you? But it's never enough, is it? 1's never enough. Yeah, we're not going to make the pub. We'll keep going. Anyway, on the positive, looks banging in there though. That's proof the fans are coming out. What's it, 20,667 precisely last weekend at home to Oxford. Yeah. Go on the Tigers. Oh look, there's an orange car. Tigers colours, look. Black and amber. Just had a thought about that flag. Senegal. Yeah. Because the striker was, I'm going to butcher this, but we'll have a go. Hector Guy? Yeah. Just thought about that. I'll look out for it today, because the way you have to walk to the stadium is sort of the path forks, and then away fans go left and we go right to the West Upper. Yeah, Senegal. Not Mali.
The scores from the other matches going on right now in the Sky Bet Championship. Charlton Athletic 0, Leicester City 1, Swansea City 1, Watford 1.
Someone showed us
Premier
fucking
League, Manchester
fine.
City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2.
I feel the sentiment of playing upbeat music when you've been smashed at home should be fucking outlawed. It's not the mood, is it? It's not the mood. Anyway, quick reaction. That was like going back in time. That was like going back to Tim Baltimore. That was horrific. Honestly. Right. First goal, well, referee was shite. I know it's easy to say that when you've been smashed 3-0, right? Easy to say that, but he was shite. Arguably worse than the guy we had last week in the Oxford game, yeah. First goal, it's not even a free kick. Second goal, we didn't come out of the dressing room on time. And I can't remember the third one. They were just nervous. Yeah, nervous, limp, lame. Keep that Tiger metaphor going. It was palpable they were missing Hughes and Superman, crooks in midfield. Do you know what, man? I might should go to this young Irish lad, this McCarthy. I know he was giving him a bit of criticism beforehand that he looks like he's won a competition, but do you know what? He grew into that game. Should have been playing in fucking centre midfield. Guy grew into it, got confident the ball was going through him, but yeah. 3 games in. We're near the bottom, I don't want to check. Yeah. A draw away at Coventry, a win at home in a dying embers against Oxford, and then smashed by Blackburn, who, if you strip out their snowplay diving, they look a good team. Is it Luke Cantwell, number 10? Yeah, proper number 10. Although, less showboating in the Championship, please. It's not soccer, is it? Come on. Anyway, yeah, I was poor from the Tigers today. Very bipolar compared to what we saw last weekend. We'll get kicked out again, won't we? We'll leave it to Burns, you know. Is he there? Yeah, you just see him. Yeah. We'll leave it to Burns to do the proper analysis.
Up the Tigers! Up the fucking Tigers!
Yeah, I'm not seeing that today, are we? The mood is discernibly flat. Flat the more after. We had that hype, didn't we? We had the explosion of joy with the 95th minute winner last week at home to Oxford, and this week just flat as fuck. Yeah, it's like someone's died. Not died. Someone's critically ill in hospital. I don't know what I'm saying. Turns out it was a good day for going drinking after the game. After getting smashed 3-0. But do you know what? You've got to put life in perspective. And life is all about perspective. At least we're not fucking QPR.
Hey, love that. Absolutely.
It's always
love
reliably
that.
informed. QPR, sorry Terry. Yeah, QPR were getting smashed 5-0 at half time. It felt like 7-0. And the game's still going on.
They started the second half and he said to me out. I said, nah, I said, I think we'll have a better second half. I said, he surely got into me. We've got to come out and play a bit better. And also you expect Coventry to take their foot off the gas. They're 5-0 up. And within 90 seconds, we were 6-0 down.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So it was like going, oh, that's not so good. And then it was 7-0. And then, yeah, and it was like, I was like, if this goes to 10, I think I will go.
Tigers get beat 3-0. It was a bipolar performance. Everything seemed to go wrong. The referee was just, yeah. Referee was diabolical.
Ooh, get
Everyone
him
looked
off,
nervous.
get him off.
At least not QPR, right? That should be the thumbnail, shouldn't it, really? Or the tagline. At least we're not QPR.
We scored and the QPR fans started singing, we can see you sneaking out.